just Doctor Strange 2, bro. Like this joint really should have been called Wanda. Did this with side characters.
Excuse me, say what?
Come on, y'all. Side characters, bro. Like, you might say I sized it, bro.
Yeah, baby.
You might think I'm crazy.
Logical.
But Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse Madness, it's gonna flex on y'all. Like action, 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 complete utter chaos, and that's the goal.
Bro, let's get straight to it. On my mama, we lit.
Now, y'all know me, man. I be getting hyped. I do. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I may have said some things that have been considered blasphemous. I'm sorry.
This movie, the
I'm sorry.
Endgame, and
I'm sorry.
Infinity War.
I'm
about
sorry.
to go Stephen A. on you. You blasphemy?
Well, all I can say is that I really felt those ways. Now, for me, bro, this movie went crazy because it's not just Doctor Strange 2, bro. Like this joint really should have been called Wanda. Like Wanda, why?
I don't know.
The reason why I was so hyped, the reason why, y'all might think I'm going crazy, is because Marvel did something special. They did something special with this movie, bro. They had their first concept album. I don't think a lot of studios can do this, bro. They did this with side characters.
Excuse me, say what?
Come on, y'all. Side characters, bro. And I know in the greater MCU, or not even MCU, but Marvel universe, like Doctor Strange is no joke. Scarlet Witch is no joke, right? But in the MCU, we know who the top dogs is, bro. Iron Man, Captain America. You know what I'm saying? But they did this with count them, two side characters and a couple of people that we didn't even know. Now, you might say I sized it, bro.
Yeah, baby.
You might think I'm crazy.
Logical.
But Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse Madness, might be one of the greatest movies Marvel's ever created, bro. And I'm sticking to it. I'm not gonna sit up here and say that it's a perfect movie. No, there's flaws in everything, but it's just so different, it's so unique that I really don't even want to do a spoiler review. You know what I'm saying? Because I want you guys to go out there and experience it. But just the sheer level, bro, of just amazing cameos and dialogue that happened within this movie is sending me still, bro. Like I still feel it. Like Wanda, bro. Wanda. That's all I can say is Wanda, bro.
The GOAT! The GOAT!
Y'all like, bro, she went so crazy in this movie, and because this is supposed to be a horror concept, right? Like this is a horror film, Marvel's version of it. It's not something that you can't necessarily take your kids to. Maybe not at nighttime. That might factor in a little bit more. But the Scarlet Witch is the Scarlet Witch, bro, and she don't play. It don't matter what universe you're from. It doesn't matter how old you are. It don't matter if you're a boy or a girl, bro. You can get it.
That's a fact.
Wanda is the person that I came to see in this movie, and that's what they gave me, bro. It wasn't just a Doctor Strange movie. It was more than that. And I'm gonna quit with the whole manifesto.
Thank you.
Let's get a little bit more on topic right now. Let's talk a little bit more about the movie specifically, bro, because there was definitely parts of this movie that could have been better. There was things that I wasn't expecting. There was just things that I didn't think was possible, bro. And we're walking into that era of Marvel where they just really flex on us that they can do anything. But if we want to talk character specific, initially, Wanda, we don't need to talk about Wanda, bro. We know how amazing she is, right?
The GOAT! The GOAT!
But Doctor Strange had a really, really good level up when it comes to just actual acting of Doctor Strange rather than the character, because the character development is still not there for him. I think that he's more of a utility when it comes to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because the foundation wasn't really built in the first initial movie, that they're still working on building that up, right? Because at this point, only thing that is affecting Doctor Strange at a core level still to this point is not being able to be with the love of his life, bro. And I still don't feel that same connection between him and Christine that it makes me feel oh, this is really important, bro. It's still not there yet. It might have to be something else, but up until this point and still within this movie, Doctor Strange has really just been kind of just a utility, in a sense, a plot device for Marvel to help progress the stories forward.
Emotional damage. quench.
The real star of the show was definitely Wanda, but I do like Doctor Strange's like connection with like the youth and how he views like people like Spider-Man or in this movie America Chavez, because they build a rapport that has you like, yo, eventually, like, you know, he's definitely going to get there, right? But even with her, right, they kind of rushed her story. There's a lot of plot holes that doesn't really make sense as far as like, you know, the amount of realities that she's been to versus like how long Wanda's been chasing her, and you know, the whole like now she's gonna become a student who's gonna learn magic. Like there's a lot there that still needs to be, you know, planned out accordingly. I feel like with this movie it was more so just like, yo, we just gonna flex on y'all, like action, complete utter chaos, and that's the goal.
Bro, let's get straight to it. On my mama, we lit.
This movie never really slowed down. Like, it didn't have an ending. And I mean, it literally didn't have an ending. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all the way until the credits started, it was just like, go, you know? And I didn't mind that because, like, the movie was kind of long. And if they sat down to, like, kind of reflect on what they've done so far, I think the movie would have definitely got a little bit stale. Like I said, with, you know, Doctor Strange's foundation as far as a character and, you know, just the people in his whole circle, like Wong. As much as I love Wong, he's not a factor, bruh. Like, yes, he's a sorcerer supreme, but he's really only there so that, you know, Doctor Strange doesn't have an excuse to go do something crazy, bro. You know, like, he literally, all he does is order people around. I thought he would have got more of a level up, like, after he got the title. After the first initial encounter in the first, you know, 10 minutes of the movie, like, he doesn't really have no super feats, bro.
Le who? The her.
Now as far as like the plot of this whole story with, you know, Wanda wanting to be able to pick up where she left off in the show, where, you know, she heard her kid's voice for the first time again, I think that was a solid, like, you know, trope, or as far as like a reason for this whole thing to start. I definitely kind of predicted this like way back in the day when we were talking about WandaVision, but they blew my expectations out the water, bro. I'm gonna be real. And the only thing about this movie that I didn't really like was that nobody really won, you know, because Wanda is final, right? Like, the Scarlet Witch is the strongest, you know, and they show that. So because she's so final, the only person that could really beat her is herself. And then we came down to it at the end of the movie, I was just like, dang. Like, I understand like the whole seeing what she's become through her children's eyes, like that being like a huge play. Like, I'm not mad at that. I'm just mad that she still had to go out sad, you know what I'm saying? So yes, I think that, you know, the plot was solid. Yes, I think the pacing, even though it never really stopped, works. But I hate that Marvel's always killing people off, bro.
What was the point? I mean, what's the point of anything, really?
But with this whole movie and the whole story, it opens so many doors, bro, to not only different realities, right, but also X-Men. It also gave us Fantastic Four. Like, there's just so much when it came to these cameos. And I'll start off chill. You know what I'm saying? We had Black Bolt initially, you know what I'm saying? If you know Black Bolt is super duper strong, right? Then they also gave us Captain Carter, you know, which is something that, like, if you watch the whole What If series, you understand that, like, that there was a whole reality where Agent Carter became Captain America essentially for the world and stuff like that, but it was just like Captain Britain, whatever. But we had Captain Marvel, which was Monica Rambeau's mother, which was Captain Marvel's best friend in her first initial movie. And then they gave us they gave us Mr. Fantastic, bro. Reed Richards from the Fantastic Four, and it's Jim from The Office, bro.
I don't think any of them actually know my real name.
Well, I couldn't ask for more. Like, they said that he was gonna be Reed Richards initially, like way back in the day, but I thought they wrote it off. Like, I didn't think it was gonna happen, bro. And then they gave us the person that we heard in the trailer. I'm glad I didn't see it. I'm glad I didn't see the reveal until I watched the movie, but they gave us Professor X. They gave us Professor X, confirming mutants, bro. In some shape or form, in some reality, bro, in some future movie, X-Men will be part of the full MCU, bro. And I'm so excited about it, bro. And what makes this movie so dope and beautiful is, like, just as soon as we got them, Wanda took them away, and it just made Wanda just like, oh my gosh, like, nobody can stop her, bro. The GOAT! Nobody can stop her, and it was just a full-on chase the rest of the movie. I'm still super hype all this joint, you know what I'm saying, as y'all can obviously tell, right? But it's more than just the hype. It was the music, it was the way that they used the camera, it was how fluid everything felt. Like nothing in this movie felt out of place, you know what I'm saying? Everything felt very, very natural. Nothing felt foreign when it came to the different cameos, and I just really love this movie, bro, which is why in the podcast, like that was literally 24 hours later, I was still hyped, and to this day, you know what I'm saying, I'm still hyped off this movie, bro, because for me it's more than what I saw in the theaters, bro. It just showed me how capable Marvel is of putting together something that, you know, we didn't think was gonna even be possible one day, and it goes to show like how important it is to like keep your intellectual property so that you can eventually do something like this, you know what I'm saying? Like, and Chris talked about it on the podcast, like because Marvel did such a good job with keeping all of these shows and series, they can put together a world that is just like so amazing versus like DC, who, you know, we have so many different versions of Batman, you know what I'm saying? And it's like it doesn't really connect like how Marvel does. Yes, you can have a good one-off movie, but like Marvel is creating the experience, you know what I'm saying? And it's more than just the singular movie. They're thinking so many moves ahead. It's so worth going to the movies now, bro. Like, and the movie theater itself is back. Like, it's back in full effect. Like, people was cheering, and the whole like where do we go from here thing, I still think we're going towards Secret Wars because of like the whole like Illuminati being introduced and versus like the incursions that they talked about in this movie specifically a lot. Now is the time that we actually rank this thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, coming out of the theater, you know, I was gonna give it a G5 score of a straight up 10, bro, because I was on 1,000 when I came out that movie. I was like, bro, I just seen something amazing, right? And then the next day, you know, I was thinking about it, I was like, man, nah, it's like, it can't be lower than 9 out of 10, bro. It's got to be a 9 out of 10. You know, but then once I started really thinking about it, having conversations on the podcast, bro, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness is definitely an 8.5 out of 10 because there's definitely plot holes. There's definitely things as far as character development that Doctor Strange still has to do a lot better job of. Like the whole love interest thing is still not there. Wong is a non-factor. Like nobody is still really challenging Doctor Strange at this point as far as his like ideals. You know, like they tried to do it in this one, but it just still didn't do it for me. So I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. And to really answer the question of is this Marvel's best movie, honest answer is no, it's not his best movie, but it's definitely up there. It's definitely in the top 10 for me personally. Like, it's falling between like the 7-8 range. I have to really make a list to really figure out where it lands, but you know, that joint go crazy, bruh, and I'm sticking to it, bruh. So let me know in the comment section what you guys thought of the movie, and also where do you rank this in your top 10? Did it hit your top 10? Did you like the movie? Like, let me know. Let's get a conversation going in the comment section. But other than that, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna really help out the channel, and I'm holler at y'all in the next video, man. Y'all be easy, you know the vibes. Always keep around to go on speed, boy G. I'm gone. Peace.